everybody, welcome back to Taji's World of Books and welcome to my, what month are we going into? June TBR. Hey everybody, welcome back. So please excuse my voice. I woke up the other day with laryngitis. It's like slowly getting better. I don't know what's going on between my surgery and between the virus and all this drama. It's just, it is what it is. So anyway, without further ado, I am going to go through all the books that I am reading in the month of June. So I think things are going to be pretty much back to normal with respect to the things that I'll be reading for the month. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, everything goes well and it'll be smooth sailing. So I'm going to do this the way that I've done it in the past, which is I'm just going to go through the books, show you the book that I'm reading, tell you something about it if I know anything about it. If I don't, I'm just gonna be like, I have no idea. I'm looking forward to this and we'll see what it becomes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I am just finishing up for the month of May. I am finishing up From Blood and Ash. I finished A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. So today I'm going to be reading A Crown of Gilded Bone because I am preparing for the War of Two Queens, and I have heard spoilers about this already, even though I have tried to stay away from the spoilers. You just cannot sometimes. And so I kind of knew that it was going to go in this direction, so we'll see how it turns out. I think there are still 2 more books in the series. I'm like, daggone, you know I like to binge, but we're just going to have to go with it. So I'm going to read this. And then I am also going to do the prequel, which is A Shadow in the Embers. And the second book in this series is not coming out until November of 2022. So these authors are making me wait, but it is what it is. Okay, so from there, I'm super excited to finish up the final book in of Monsters and Queens series by J.T. Gessinger, The Brutal Vows. And if, for those of you who haven't seen the live show that I did with Charles in my book club, Addicted to Audio, I'll link it down below. It was such a fun interview. JT is so cool and so funny. And I actually believe in here that in the acknowledgement section, I think that she actually acknowledges or mentions Charles from Books on Stereo. So I think that is super cool. Yes, she does. Right here, she says, "Thank you to my sweet friend Charles for insisting Stavros should not die." That is super cool. I'm so happy for Charles. And if you go to the video that we talked about, you can see how Charles goes on and on about Stavros. So you should check that out. Okay, quick. I am super excited to check out Maggie Cole's The Immoral from the New York Mafia War, the spin-off from her Irish Mafia series, the second book in the series. It's going to be super good. I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to check this out. And then from here, we're just going to go rapid fire. I'm going to do BB Read the Night. I'm not sure if this is a series, if I just happen to have this single book. I haven't had a chance to do my pre-preparing to make sure that I have all the books. I don't know if this is a standalone or if there are other books in the series. You know how I do. If there are other books in the series, I will go ahead and get them and add it to this. If this is a standalone, then I'm just going to be reading her. I tend to like her because she writes a bully romance like no other. She's my girl. I absolutely love it. So I'm doing this. Pepper Winters, one of my favorite authors, and there are a couple. I'm slowly making my way through her backlist. There are very few books of hers that I have not read, and this is one of them, Destroyed. I'm going to check this out. It is not on audio, but I'm going to do Alexa and on Kindle, so I think this will be fun. And likewise, there is Unseen Messages by Pepper Winters that I went ahead and picked up, so I'm going to check that out as well. These, I am sure that there are other books in this series. I'm going to check out the ones that I have to see what I like of her. I have not read her before, but this is Meredith Wild, and this is Hardwired. It's the Hacker series, book 1 through 5. And so you see it's Hardwired, Hard Press, Hard Line, Hard Limit, Hard Love. I think this is it. I don't know that I'm going to get any more. I'm going to try these, see if I like them, see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. Don't know anything about them. These are 2 books that have been on my TBR for a long time. This is way back when I was more into fantasy and women's fiction. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything about them. We'll see if I like them. But this is Girls with Sharp Scissors, Girls with Razor Hearts. I believe it's a duet, and it is by Suzanne Young. I don't know. I'll let you know if it's any good. I sort of am on the fence about this one because I've heard people say that it wasn't as good as they had thought it was going to be. But I'm not sure. This is by Renee Audier, The Beautiful and the Damned. It's supposed to be New Orleans vibe, paranormal romance, but not a lot of romance, so I don't know if it's gonna live up. Okay, so then I have a couple of, I believe these are standalones, I'm not sure, but this is Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward, Dirty Letters, and Happy Letter After. I don't know if if this is a duet or if these are standalones. I'm not sure. As like I said, before I go in to start reading them, I will find out. Yeah, I'll find out and let you know, because I will do the review on them for sure. And this is M. O'Keefe. I have no idea where I even heard about these or where I picked them up. It seems like they go together. Everything I Left Unsaid, The Truth About Him, I don't know. And again, if you guys know anything about these or where I found out about these, please put it in the comments below, because I'm like, oh my God, where did I get this from? I have no idea. Again, similar to the Meredith Wild books, I have the Helen Hart books. Helen Hart, I think, is an OG author, been around for a really long time. I have books 1 through 5, and this is Craving. I think these are paranormal romance, but I don't know. Obsession, Passion, Melt, and Burn. These I could probably, honestly, because they're so short, I probably could read all these in 2 days, so it's not that big of a deal. So it might look like, for some of you might be like, oh my God, like, are you gonna really read all that? But like, I read so fast, and with audiobooks, it's just nothing, not a thing. Okay, likewise, I am going to get into, and I have no idea how these go, and there have been more books, there are more books that have been released in this series since I first picked these up. I will pick up the other ones. I've heard great things about it. I'm super excited to get into it. This is not the order that they are to be read in. This is just the order I'm going to show them. And this is Ammo Jones, and this is the Elite King Club. Oh, and she shows you on the cover which order they go in, so it makes my life easier. So let's see. So this is the order. So the Silver Swan, the Broken Puppet, Tacit Immortis, or Tacit Immortis. And this one is Malum Evil. Huh. So it's book 4 and 5, and it looks like they're named, oh, part 1 and part 2. And then Sancte Diabli. Looking pretty ambitious, you guys. I don't know. We'll see. This is Katie Regneri, and this is Unloved, a love story. I heard this is really good, super dark. Again, if anybody has heard about it, please let me know. In one of my book boxes, this came in, A Place Without You by Jewel Ann. This has been on my TBR a long time. I have no idea. This is Maelstrom, L.S. Hilton. Mine, a novel of obsession by J.L. Butler. Been on the TBR for a long time. I'm not sure if I'm going to read this or not. Alice Feeney and me tend not to get along, so we'll see. But this is I Know Who You Are. If anybody has read this, please let me know if it's worth my time. And these are the last ones, guys, I promise. So this is Coralie June, Burnout. And these are all Corinne Michaels books. I'm not sure if they're all in the same series or not, or if they are in different series. So I will see. I have a feeling this is a different series, and if this is a different series, I might put this one aside and then do this. I have more of these and then come back to this at a later time, but this is Constellation, book 1 in the Constellation duet. But I have no idea where the second book is, so we'll see what's happening. And then One Last Time by Corinne Michaels. This one is Say Until You Stay. Say I'm Yours. Say You Want Me. I have a feeling that these are together in one, and this is something different, but I'll check it out and I will let you know. And so you guys, that is it for the month of June. I think it's pretty ambitious, but some of these books are super thin, and I can read a couple of those in a day, so I'm not too worried about that. But I think it is kind of ambitious, but we'll see how I do in terms of getting to all of those. But again, if you have read any of these books, please put it in the comments below, especially if you've read them and you didn't really like them, or they didn't turn out the way that you thought that they would, because there's so much to read, and I don't have time to be reading things that I'm not going to like. And you guys know, once I start something, I'm going to see it through and I'm going to finish it, and sometimes that works as a detriment to me and it works against me, and I don't want to do that. So that is it for today. Please do me a favor. favor and hit that like button because it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Hit that bell notification button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And since I'm feeling better, I think that I will be back to a pretty regular schedule of uploading videos. And that is all that I have for you today. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys!